My name is Clare Monfredo, and I play the cello.
I'm Jacob Shack, and I play the viola.
My name is Jeff DeRoche. I'm a percussionist.
My name is Masha Popova, and I play the flute.
I'm Karina Canellakis, and I'm a conductor.
My name is Conor McDonald, and this is Sigrid, my little pug.
I feel like I've been accepted into a very special, private world.
The close relationship we got to have with the Boston Symphony flute section was really cool.
You work with some of the most fantastic coaches in the country, in the world really.
My favorite part had to be collaborating with the great music directors. Playing Mahler 1 with Doc Nani was definitely a highlight.
I'm playing Brahms Piano Trio, and Yo-Yo Ma is going to be my coach, so that's very exciting.
I don't think there's anything like Tanglewood.
I was born on Mount Desert Island. I have an older sister who started playing the violin, and I was very competitive, and I wanted to play too. So I started playing the cello.
So my mom is a pianist. I started with piano at the age of 5, I guess. And my grandma is a professional violinist. When I was 11, I decided I was tired of my female relatives telling me how to practice, and I was going to choose the flute because that was the most opposite instrument I could think of from piano and violin.
So I'm graduating from Harvard in 3 days, and after this summer's activities, I will be going to Juilliard in the fall to get my master's in viola performance.
My mom's a pianist, and my dad was a conductor. It's been a dream of mine to get the fellowship at Tanglewood for a long time. Bernstein was there. Any young conductor must be obsessed with Bernstein in one way or another.
Okay, let's take it from the beginning. Let's try it, everybody, see what happens. I'm going back because last year Tanglewood was just this incredible mix of extremely high quality music making with some of the best conductors and musicians in the country.
I was there last year, and it's a really, really special place.
It's just such a wonderful atmosphere. There's so many concerts and things going on all the time. Tanglewood, I think, is particular in that it feels very on the cusp of being professional.
So this summer, the Miss Hall School, where TMC usually resides, is being renovated. So we will be living at Econo Lodge.
We're standing at the entrance of the Econo Lodge in Lenox, and this is where the fellows will be staying this summer.
This is the first summer I think any Tanglewood Fellows will be able to have air conditioning, because Miss Hall's, they don't have air conditioning, and last summer it was in the upper 90s for 2 weeks.
Most rooms are 2 double beds, so most fellows will have a roommate.
I don't know if I have a roommate. They don't tell you until you get there. I know that returning students have a priority for single rooms.
Most rooms are about like this, 2 double beds. It's just, a standard hotel room, which is actually kind of a bonus for them because the rooms at Miss Hall School, where we normally would be, are actually much smaller.
We fill out housing forms, and you're able to indicate whether or not you'd like a single, and of course everybody says I'd like a single.
We got an email saying 10 lucky people will get an individual room.
There are a few single rooms. They are coveted, prized. I received numerous bribe offerings.
I did have a roommate last summer. I hope to have a single this summer.
The beds are decent.
I'm really looking forward to being in one spot for 8 weeks at Tanglewood, and an amazing spot at that.
An dem weißgetünchten Wand steht der schwarze Koffer, One of the great things about Tanglewood is that our coaches have such an unbelievable understanding of song from every culture, every period. So I am expecting to dig deep into repertoire that I haven't been exposed to.
This is obviously a huge bonus of being here, is this pool. Certainly nothing like this at Miss Hall School.
It'll be nice, and they're going to have the dining staff from Miss Hall's working at Econolodge, so it's sort of going to be like Miss Hall's away from Miss Hall's.
I don't know, there's always socializing, and when you're young, you always, I don't know, there's always couples and various dramas that happen, but that's what happens when you have 8 weeks of isolation with a group of 120 20-something-year-olds.
My favorite part about Tanglewood is going to the BSO, getting the opportunity to see all of their concerts for free. I think it's a really unique mix of opportunities that I love.
I'd never been to the Pittsfield bus stop, so it's not quite as cute and quaint as Lenox. At first, I was a little bit intimidated by the cameras.
TMC 2014!
So just excited to see what the Econolodge is like. I got a roommate, unfortunately, but it's actually one of my good friends that I've known for 4 years or 5 years, and she's a fellow in New World, so we're going to be living in the same city next year.
My roommate is a good friend of mine, Nathan Wyatt, another baritone here. He was a fellow last summer as well. Very easygoing roommates. Hello?
What do you think of your digs?
It's pretty nice. It's got air conditioning, a view of the pool, a view of some beautiful Berkshire mountains, TV, mini fridge.
Wait, am I going the right direction? Oh no, this is the direction. Oh wow, it's so nice. Okay. You guys are further down? Oh no, we're like 244. Oh okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just coming down. I put oh I see. Hi. How are you? Wait, give me a hug. That's so good to see you.
If you have little problems, don't call the front desk with anything besides key-related issues. If you are stuck on campus for a rehearsal that occurs where you can't be back here 5:30 to 7, you can order a boxed dinner, and we will send that on a 4 o'clock bus. Do observe quiet hours, which are 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. That means no practicing, no loud gathering. Do practice in your room, provided it is okay with your roommate and not during quiet hours. So
There are a lot more rules, it seems, this year than last year. For instance, at 12:30 we have to kind of vacate the public spaces, which is kind of a drag.
do use the maintenance housekeeping request form, which is located in the TMC Econolodge office.
They throw a lot of information at you in a very short period of time.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. are the pool hours.
If I catch anyone in that pool after 8 p.m., that will be the end of your time here at the Tanglewood Music Center. That's a promise, okay? That's it about the pool.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Tanglewood. And it's great to see those of you who I know as returning fellows back here again, and wonderful to welcome those of you who are new to Tanglewood, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And actually,
There are a fair amount of returning fellows here this summer, so it sort of feels like last year.
We have something here that's called, we refer to it as Tanglewood time, which is adorable, but you know, Not really. It just means that things move fast, okay? Very fast. You want to get places 10 minutes earlier. Set up. Be in your seat and ready to rehearse with whatever mutes and equipment you need, right on the dot. This is a professional environment. We expect professionalism.
It feels really great to be back. I forgot how wonderful the campus is and how magical it can be here. The vibe in the air is just really special. There's a lot of great musicians that have come through here, and you realize that you're kind of a part of the history of Tanglewood. Very inspiring.
I really wanted to play an instrument. At first I wanted to play the piano, and I took a lesson with the teacher, and she told me that my hands were too small and that I didn't have the attention span. I would say about the cello that it's not so much that it's heavy, but that it's awkwardly shaped and large. And that's annoying, like fitting through doorways. I know my way around from last summer, somewhat. They give you a map in the schedule book, but it's easy to get lost. I've gotten lost twice, which is really embarrassing. It's a big ground. I love practicing here. There's a lot of really nice huts in the woods that you can practice in. It's shady, and you look out the window and you see trees, and it's very nice.
There's no point in like practicing it if you don't know where things are and what the initiatives are.
Where are the bees?
Yeah.
You are alive.
I am alive, so is everyone else. Fine. You didn't have your music. That's impressive.
Yeah, well, that's not impressive, but I forgot my
You must have made the left turn out of the
I did, and I tried. I waited for a long time, and it was. It's scary.
Yeah.
It just kept not happening, and I didn't want to take that risk.
The huts are really hot and buggy, but today's okay. Today's a manageable hut day. If it gets any warmer, won't be able to practice in the huts.
So it's week one here at Tanglewood, and we're in the midst of the string quartet seminar. Hi, I'm Jacob. My hands are wet, sorry. Before the first coaching, we only get 2 hours of rehearsal to learn the movements of both of our pieces. So we're actually assigned groups. Everything is assigned from the pieces you're playing to who you're playing with throughout the summer. It's part of preparation for the professional world, I guess, when you don't really have control over who your colleagues are going to be at a certain time.
Quartet week has been great. It's been very busy. It's intense in a really wonderful way because you get to reacquainted with elements of your own playing. A lot of fundamental stuff is really apparent in string quartet playing.
Ben. Good to see you again.
Steven, I'm happy.
Claire.
Claire, I remember from before.
Yes.
Yes.
And Charlotte.
Charlotte. Nice to meet you. Like any good sentence, musical or otherwise, it has a subject, an object, and a verb. So, ta-da-dum, that's your subject. Hello. Ta-da-dum, and then verbs. Dum, bing, bum, object, bum. The rejoinder. Ta-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. And shape it any way you want. There are no rules. There's nothing in this music that should prevent you from doing anything. I heard the second phrase. I didn't hear yours.
No, okay.
Be more obvious. Good. Okay, now we have something to talk about. Okay? Then, oh, look, there's other players here. Bum, 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 bum. Good. So it's tentative. You know, I mean, that when you're meeting somebody for the first time, you know, like, should I approach this person? Should I be polite? Should I be aggressive? Should I give them a hug? Should I politely shake their hands? That's what you're trying to find out. And it's at the forte that you suddenly say, oh yes, we're going to have a great time. So try. Pick up to 5. What? What? Oh yeah! And the timing took care of itself. Because it's part of the gesture, it's the dance that we all know how to do. Okay.
We played the first movement of our quartet for Andrew Jennings, who was the second violinist of the Concord String Quartet.
You guys obviously are excited about playing it. I sensed that. I think everybody sensed that kind of energy that was you were vibrating the stage. I have a feeling that you've mistaken speed and attack, however, as energy.
He helped us with things that are hard to hear when you're in the midst of playing the piece. It's really hard to listen like outside of yourself, especially when you're in a quartet.
When you begin, I feel like it's much too real. So first, listen to the silence. Then this explosion is, you rip the guts out of the hall, okay?
We focused on just like the first couple of phrases of the piece and broke it down, and just to really get a sense of our group sound before we added more of the intricacies of what it actually will sound like when we perform.
Okay. Let's start by we're going to work on the events of things. Let's just start.
Norman Fisher is our coach for Rockburg, and he's also happens to be my private teacher, or my teacher at school. He has so much energy all the time.
Claire, be careful that you experience the 8th note rest on the downbeat of 8.
He'll have been doing things all day and he'll have energy for the entire hour and a half long coaching session.
Yeah, be stubborn for that sound. Right? Yeah. Okay, that sounds like major league playing.
He's a very active teacher, very high energy.
Last night, we had our group sing, which is the first time all of the vocal fellows and the vocal pianists hear one another. The group sing is a really low-key event. Of course, you get nervous for it. For me, it's more about showing your personality and learning about the other singers and players' personality.
He's attractive as his character is bad.
The rep that you pick, that reveals a lot about, who you are as a person and as a singer.
So that evening, dressed up smart and neat.
And I think that's a big difference between Tanglewood and an opera program, like say Santa Fe or Marilla or Des Moines or something like that. At group sings there, you have your first evening of singing, and they call it death by aria. But here it's much more about, this is the art I'm interested in, this is how I make it, this is who I am. So it's a much more friendly atmosphere, I think. And it went really well. It's an incredibly talented group, of course.
I was perfectly safe, no one suspected me, but nothing's easy. Sometimes in the same spot, and sometimes...
The pianist and I had about a half-hour rehearsal before the group sing. Hello, everyone. My name is Conor McDonald, and this is Richard Valitutto. And tonight we have for you 3 selections from Hans Eisler's Hollywooder Liederbuch. These 3 songs, don't worry, they're brief, are where they were written between 1942 and 1947.
Du kleiner Kasten, den ich flüchtend trug, dass seine Lampen mir auch nicht zerbrechen.
Conor is quite special. It's nice that he's been chosen. What he is and what he's interested in is a lot of what this program is about, which is art song, that kind of intelligence, that kind of musicality. He's really something.
Eisler was a German composer who, along with many other German composers, fled Germany when the Third Reich was coming into power. And that's what these songs were about, their experience in transit and in exile.
Und vergiss auch nicht das Strauchwerk, auch das Beerenlose nicht, das ermattete und übersicht zwischen den Blumen, das
I wasn't nearly as scared as I was at the first group sing I did a year ago, because you know what to expect, of course.
Erfrische du.
He's very much in the moment. He's very genuine and honest and open, emotionally open, and orchestras respond to that right away. You can hear it.
A percussionist is, on a technical level, somebody who strikes something for a musical purpose.
Last summer, I got to become good friends with a lot of the woodwind players the first week. Went to the beach a lot. Became friends with Todd, the lifeguard.